good energy. Boo! Right at you. Jealousy. That's going to be the topic today we're going to be talking about. And jealousy is basically a poison of the mind. But before I get into that and start talking about those concepts, let me just show you the shirt I got on. Be one less person hurting animals. That's a small step you can take right now on this planet to make this whole place better, to better yourself, to better the world around you. So be that one less person that's not hurting those animals out there. Love the animals. Most amazing life forms. And generally, animals don't experience or suffer from jealousy in the same way that humans, the superior, highest source of species on the planet, or so a lot of humans have self-imposed that title upon us. We're supposed to be these intelligent creatures, but we fall victim to something as simple as jealousy. And there's many different forms of jealousy. There's romantic jealousy, people in relationships. There's material jealousy, when people are jealous of possessions people have, properties, monies, incomes. There's family jealousy, where sibling rivalry comes into play. People are extremely jealous of, their brothers or sisters or any successes they might have. They feel like it's somehow taking away from them, which it's not. There's career jealousy. A lot of people, instead of being happy that your friend got promoted, all of a sudden they get angry and they're like, why wasn't that me that got that position? Why didn't I get it? All these different forms of jealousy, they're basically a poison of the mind. Now, a little bit of jealousy is okay. I mean, when you see cute couples in relationships and the girl's like, you were looking at her, and they're like, oh, no, I wasn't. Oh, you caught me, huh? And they kiss and they're laughing. That's healthy. That's normal. A small amount of jealousy is okay. It's just to let the other person know you care about them and you love them. But unfortunately, this is one emotion, one feeling that can be taken far too extreme. And when people have these jealous feelings and that's all they focus on, it can actually drive them clinically insane. And a lot of psychosis and other things that people experience mentally, which are serious mental disorders, jealousy has a huge role to play with that. There's even terms for it. They call it morbid jealousy or pathological jealousy. And you look at morbid in the definition of the medical definition, it's a disease. Same thing with pathology. Pathology and pathogens are diseases. So jealousy becomes an actual disease which infects the mind. People can focus on these things and they turn into like stalkers, or they're preoccupied with what their spouse is doing. It's a waste of energy, it's counterproductive, and it's horrible for everybody around them. There's so many people in prison these days because their jealousy took complete control of their existence. And they went after the people closest to them, people they supposedly loved. They tormented, harassed, and followed, and it's insane. It's completely insane. If you're somebody out there and you're hyper-focused on your spouse or your girlfriend or something, stop. Talk to somebody. It's not normal. It's going to destroy you. It's going to destroy your relationship. If you're too jealous, you hurt everybody around you. By trying to control everything and make these people care about you, you have the opposite effect. You push them all away. And a lot of these people in romantic type situations with jealousy, what they end up doing is hurting the people that are closest to them instead of just walking away. If there's a relationship between a man and a woman and somebody in the relationship decides, I no longer want to be with you, it's done. You can beg them to stay, your heart will break, you'll be in tears, it'll hurt, but move on. Too many people focus on one individual person like they're the only person in existence. Your own feelings of adequacy, your own self-esteem, shouldn't be so entangled with somebody else that if they leave, your whole world collapses and shatters. You know, in this life, we have to love ourselves. No matter who you are, where you are, you're perfect how you are. There's nothing wrong with you. If somebody doesn't want to be with you and left you, move on. It's okay to feel sad, but why? Why would you want to be with somebody that doesn't want to be with you in the first place? Don't put so much power into somebody else's hands. And don't let jealousy be your kryptonite, which destroys your superpower. Because we all have a superpower of life. This amazing gift. Just being ourselves, waking up in the morning, smelling fresh air, being around animals, loving this planet, loving everything in existence. It's the most amazing super gift in the universe. And you're going to throw everything away and crash yourself into severe prolonged depression because another person decided they didn't want to spend time with you in this life anymore? You had your memories with that person. Enjoy the good memories and the times, but move on. That part of your path is done with that individual. And people let jealousy completely ruin and destroy their lives and existence. You know, there's a saying that I heard and I really liked it. It said, because when people get jealous, especially in work environments, they try to pull people down. Instead of patting them on the back and saying, hey, I'm happy for you. I'm glad you made it. Jealous people try to pull them down. Whoever's trying to bring you down is already below you. That's a quote I heard. And I think it was accredited to Zayad K. Abdenauer. And he's an economist and he's wrote books and he's an author. But that's so true when you actually think about that concept. If someone's trying to bring you down, if they're jealous of your accomplishments, if they're trying to pull you down and sabotage you, they're already on a lower level than you. Yeah, there's all these different types of jealousy. And it's just, you got to acknowledge and realize, when is this jealousy affecting my life? And how can I better use this energy in a more positive aspect? When you're focusing on jealousy, you're taking your own energy and resources, which you could be using to better your own life, and you're wasting your energy. It's like taking all your gifts and just throwing them away. You know, romantic jealousy is very serious, but you also see sibling jealousy. People can't even enjoy family engagements. They can't even enjoy people they grew up with because they're so spiteful and jealous of one of their siblings may have been successful and they chose a different path. Everybody has their own gifts. We can't label and look at our entire lives and existence based on what job we got and how much money we've acquired. And unfortunately, that's all anybody seems to do. But you could have almost nothing in this existence and help one or two people. And that could spread out into hundreds of people or thousands of people. There's different levels to this existence beyond financial. And you see brothers and sisters literally hate each other based upon what somebody else did or didn't do in their family. You don't want to destroy that special bond you have with people that you love in your life. But then again, on a side note, just because somebody's a blood relation doesn't mean you have to have them in your life. If they're legitimately abusive, if they've physically or emotionally gone out of their way to hurt you, then you do need to cut those people off. Then there is no room for those people. Just because somebody's blood relation doesn't mean you have to have them in your life. But a lot of times, if your viewpoint is just based on jealousy, you're cutting out a family member that you could be enjoying their success with. If you overcame your own jealousy and seeing that their success is my success, is our success, if you realize everything's connected, then instead of getting mad at that brother or sister for doing good, you celebrate with them. You know, you're along for the ride. You're along for the journey with them. It's not like they're leaving you behind. If they're still calling you, talking to you, and they're still a part of your life, why not enjoy it? You know, jealousy is basically, as it's been classified by psychiatric associations, a pathology, a morbid view, a disease of the mind, which can affect you and destroy your complete life. It's not worth it. You know, if you have a little bit of jealousy in a relationship and you're like, oh, I'm wondering who she's talking about, that's normal and that's fine. You know, don't go thinking if you have a small amount of jealousy that there's something abnormally wrong with you. But if it's preoccupying the majority of your day, then you really need to check that before you wind up destroying your life and the people's life that you love around you. I hope everybody's out there is doing as good as you can and that you're taking small steps to better your life, to better this planet, and to better the world around us. Love each day, and best wishes, and I'm going to send you a bunch of positive energy.